Oh, he's buried down. He's buried right down. I'm not gonna be able to get him in my tiny little net. Look at that. Oh, look at the back on him. What is going on, YouTube? I'm on my way right now down to my boat, and I'm about to head out today on a fishing adventure. And I'm so excited, and I'm hopeful that you will join with me on this adventure, that you'll stick it out, rough it out with me, because I'm going fishing for two kinds of fish that are kind of a mystery to me. They're so far outside of my comfort zone that it isn't even funny. This is just an incredible, incredible fishery, but I'm not gonna be fishing there. I'm taking like a 10 to 15 kilometer boat ride down to Adolphus Reach. If you're familiar with the area, you'll know what I'm talking about. Big, deep waters, steep drop-offs, and these beautiful back bays that I'm hoping will hold pike and walleye. This is just about a wrap. We're gonna call it a wrap, boys and girls. Oh, that's the intro. We're back. What? Okay, so, all right, so try it again. Take two takes. Here we are. Oh, let's try it again. Take three. All right, so we are where we have been going. I took a gamble. I ran a long distance, 15 kilometers roughly to where I am. Now, let me show you on the big screen why it is that I came where I came and what my idea or my concept was. Look at right here. We are sitting in 7, 8 feet of water, but when I punch it in, it's a steep drop off. There's this deep shelf, and here we are up on this flat, and I imagine that that some of these big huge blobs are bait fish, and where there are bait fish, generally there are predators. So obviously it's going really well for me right now. This is what fishing's all about. Getting out there and not catching a thing. Okay, so let's address something here, right? Why am I fishing with a lipless crankbait? Well, here's why. Because it covers a lot of area, right? You just cast, you cast, and you retrieve. Tiny little tips I can give you that I do know is that you want to vary your retrieve, right? If you're only ever retrieving in one way, you know, maybe you're retrieving nice and slow and steady wins the race is your concept. But if that's all you're doing all day long and the fish are actually more in a reactive bite and they want something fast, man, you're not gonna get those fish. You'll leave the lake thinking that lure didn't work or your areas didn't work or that the fish were off the bite, but they weren't. It's just that you didn't vary up your retrieve. So not only do you want to cover areas to try and zero in on where the fish are, but you also want to change up your retrieve all the way through. Oh man, covering like craziest, copious amounts of the water. Not even a follow, not even a follow. So we're gonna see if I made a mistake. I am going to change locations. There we go. Fish on, fish on. Okay, so this is what we were talking about. This is what we were talking about, finally. Now, I don't think that he's very big, especially if he's a pike. Oh, but I could be wrong, ladies and gentlemen. This guy here is a bruiser. So this is why we came. This is why we came. This is why we came to this section. Oh, yes. Okay, now here's an issue. Here's an issue for you that I hadn't really planned out, hadn't really thought about, but beforehand, is this tiny little rod net. Oh my goodness, how am I gonna get this bad boy into this net? Oh, she's nice. She is nice. She is nice. And she doesn't want to give up at all. And I'm making an assumption that it's a she, but my goodness, my goodness. Okay. Wow. Here, let me get you guys in on the action here. Let me get you in on the action. Oh, come on, baby, come on, baby. Come on, baby, stay on, stay on. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh, come on. Do you see what I'm talking about? Do you see what I'm talking about? And she's just barely hooked. Oh man, she is just barely hooked. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it right now. Oh, baby. Yeah, she sees the net and doesn't want to come in. Come on, baby. We got like one chance at you. I'm doing like the worst possible thing. Let's get her. Oh, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, oh, this net is garbage. This net is garbage. I'm gonna have to just like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Oh man, come on. Come on, baby, come on, baby. There it is, there it is. Yes, yes. What a circus, what a circus. No, 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 no. Does that count? Does that count as a land? Oh. There we go. Fish on. Fish on. Doesn't feel super big yet, but he could be swimming towards a boat. Okay. Come on, baby. He feels a lot bigger now. now that he's trying to. I don't know if you heard that. Oh my goodness. It's peel and drag. Peel and drag. Okay. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Well, oh, this isn't the big one that I had earlier, but it is a big one for me. For me. Oh, baby. Okay. All right. No horsing around today. Remember last time? We're gonna learn from our mistakes there, folks. That's why I didn't pull you in. Now I gotta find out what I did with my pliers. Oh, baby. Slightly better. 9 feet of water casting in. I think that we're gonna catch a few here, boys. Oh, hold on, don't get out, don't get out, don't get out. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, look at that. Look at that right there. I don't know if you're seeing this. I don't know if you're believing it. I don't know if you're seeing it. I don't know if you're believing it. But that's a fish, boys. That's a fish. Fish one. Now, I'm not going to keep them, but I'm putting them in here for a reason. I'll explain that in a second. Okay, so why? Why did I put them in the live well? There is a reason. And the reason for it is not because I'm keeping them, but I don't want to set them back in there and just keep on disturbing whatever fish are sitting there. And the whole concept played out, right? Shelf, sitting on a shelf, sitting where there's some weeds, and where there's weeds and a shelf holds a big fish, weeds hold little fish, big fish come up to eat little fish. I throw out a bait that looks like little fish, launch time. Oh, good one, good one. Good one. Pull her up to the front here so you can see as I fight this in. Oh my goodness, another good one, right? I hope that the cameras are rolling. Come on, baby, come in, come in. Oh man, she's good, just like the last one, just like the last one. Power pole is in the way. Oh no, the power pole is in the way. Power pole up, power pole up. What is she doing, what's she doing, what's she doing? What's she doing, what's she doing? I don't know where she's going. I don't know where she's going. I don't know where she's going. Okay, there we go. Oh, she's actually not as big as I thought, but fish number two. Fish number two hit a little harder than fish number one. All right. Oh, I gotta get a bigger net. Like I just got to get a bigger net. What are we learning today, folks? I guess one of the things that we could talk about is preparation, right? And did you come prepared? And I didn't. I didn't, and it's embarrassing because that's two decent fish, you know, unnecessarily lost. Okay, I think that's the wrong species. No, it's right species, right species. Smaller. Smaller. Peeling the drag a little. Oh my, come on baby, come on baby. Come on baby. Into the boat. What do we got? He's like, you call that a net? Oh, come on, baby. I know. We'll get the hell out of your face. Get you into the live well where you can breathe. All right. So here's something I hate sometimes with these nets. Sometimes they get the fish gets all crazy tangled. So we're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna try and untangle this fish, and we're gonna pop her into the live well. Oh my! There we go. Smaller. Oh yeah, the other one could just eat them. Maybe it's time to switch up to some first-person action. That's a good one. Boom. Did you see that? Did you see that on TV? Did you see him just come up and smash that? Oh man. Oh man. Smaller. Oh, stay out of the motor. Stay out of the motor. All right, down we go. A little of the thrashy thread. Oh, and look at the wound. The wound on this guy. The smallest one today. We just keep on going in the wrong direction. We just keep on going in the wrong direction, boys and girls. This is the part of pike fishing that I hate is the danger. That's why. That's why. These boys, them's got the teeth. They got the teeth. One more. And then go live well. We might have to do 2 passes, one in the deeper water and one in a little bit shallower, and see what happens. Oh, there we go. Good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Do you see him? Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh man, that's probably the biggest one of the day. That's it. He don't want to come up. He don't want to come up. Come on, baby. Oh, yes, yes. Oh, he's buried down. He's buried right down. I'm not gonna be able to get him in my tiny little net. Look at that. Oh, look at the back on him. Look at the back on him. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, come on. Come on. We can just get you in with into the live well with your friends. Come on, you know it, you know it, you know it, you know it, you know it. Right in there. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Into my little itty bitty net. Tiny little net. Tiny little net. It's a tiny little net. You're a big, huge fish. What are you doing in such a little net? Got to be embarrassing yourself lying in a tiny little net. Oh, stay in there. Stay in there. Stay in there. Stay in there. Stay in there, baby. Stay in there, baby. Oh, he just smashed it. He just, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I have no idea what the size of these fish are. I have no idea what the size of these fish are. But come on, come on, come on. Okay, that right there, that's gonna be a pain. I absolutely love Leathermen. Game changers. Do not, I knew it, oh my goodness, I knew you were gonna do that. That's the downside of pike, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that, come on. Come on. Yes, 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 that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Get in here. Get in there. Okay, so if I don't catch another fish today, at least listen to this. That we solved the puzzle, we solved the mystery. It wasn't easy, it was hard, right? I went out and I failed and I failed and I failed again. And then we came and I'm like, and I just stuck with the plan. What was the plan? The plan was to find deep water shelves that quickly cut up into these bays. And I was hoping that there would be this weed growth that would start kind of at the top of that cut and work its way in, and I could fish both weed edges, the deeper one and the shallower one, until I narrowed in on the fish. So I'm gonna cast a few more casts because I'm amped up. But if we have learned nothing else, the lesson for us is to persevere. Now we're gonna open up our Bibles in just a minute and see what the Word of God has to say about comfort zones and getting outside of our comfort zones. But I am going to cast a few more, and then I'm going to meet you with a copy as we share agape. Look at me, I'm on the screen. When you shrink me down, I look so cute and cuddly, I just like it. All right, do you got your coffee? You call this a coffee? Dude, this is just water. We don't have a budget for actual coffee? You got your coffee? Yum. Yum, it's coffee. All right, coffee. Got your copy. You got agape? But okay, so what's agape?
What's agape? Well, it's funny that you should ask. So agape is it's a Greek word for love. It's unconditional, like in your face. It's like I'm gonna serve and love you even if you're my enemy. So that would basically be what agape is.
So that was weird, right? Whatever, forget it, okay. Right, so what is coffee? No, not what is coffee, we know what coffee is! Here's the deal. Jesus has these guys, 12 of them that follow him, his disciples, people that he talks to, that he loves on, he pours into their life. They are people that are following, learning. He's the teacher, they're the student. They find themselves in our story, Matthew 14, starting at around like verse 22. Check it out in your time. But here they are, they're in a boat and there's a storm and it's a crazy, incredible storm that's taking place. But the storm that they're encountering is only a part of the problem. There's a storm in their mind. Think about in your life, these storms like that are like not real, but in your brain, they're very real. I'm thinking like standing at the basement, in a creepy basement, and you turn the lights off, and when the light's on, you're fine. But you turn that light off, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, and you gotta run up the stairs because the monsters that are in your mind are all of a sudden like they're chasing you. Maybe that doesn't relate. What about this one? It's bedtime. You go to the edge of your door. Good night, Mom. Good night, Dad. And like you flick that switch, and as soon as you flick that switch, right? All of a sudden the monster's under the bed are there. So what do? You gotta run and you gotta dive into your bed. You don't walk over to your bed in the dark. No, you run and you leap and then you get in and you take the covers and you pull them over your head so that nothing sees you until like it gets really hot. And anyways, here they are, disciples in a boat in the middle of a storm. In the middle of this storm, they look out and they see Jesus and they're afraid. The Bible says they're afraid. They think it's a ghost. And all of a sudden, Peter gets a little bit of courage and he shouts out, verse 26. When the disciples saw him walking on water, they were terrified. In fear, they cried out, "It's a ghost!" Right? Their brains aren't even thinking. And then Jesus speaks and he says, "Don't be afraid. Take courage. I'm here." Peter hears it. Peter speaks to Jesus. "Lord, if it's really you, come." Sorry, no, he didn't say that. He said, "Lord, if it's really you, tell me to come to you walking on water."
Okay, so like I've been watching your videos and like I like the fishing part, but like this Bible thing is kind of boring.
Can you just get on with the point and get back to the fishing?
Get to the point. So what's the point? Why am I saying this? Well, here's the deal. Peter cries out to Jesus and he's like, "If it's you, call me out." Jesus calls Peter. Peter gets out of the boat. He gets out of the boat and he walks on the water. And here's the deal. That boat that they're in is like the comfort zones of life. They're clinging to it in the midst of a storm. And why am I telling you this? Because here's the deal. This is the reality of life. Life is full of storms. And the storms that you face in life they pale in comparison to the storm that goes on inside your mind. All of our fears, all of our anxieties, all of our doubts are actually worse normally than the life that we encounter. But there are storms. And what's the solution in all of it is to get out of your comfort zone. Peter gets out of the boat. There's 12 disciples. Peter's the only one to get out of the boat. And when he gets out, our story tells us that he walks towards Jesus. Then all of a sudden he sees the wind, the waves. He gets afraid. He starts sinking. Jesus grabs him, picks him up, and they walk back and they get into the boat. And when everything settles down, Jesus looks at Peter and says, "Hey, why did you doubt?" But here's the deal. Jesus didn't leave him in his failure. He grabbed him. He picked him up. He brought him over and conquers the storm. 12 disciples, only one of them got to know what it was like to walk on water. 11 other ones just got to look at it and reminisce about that time that Peter walked on the water. Oh, my microphone. This is my microphone, and my microphone just started to fall down. Here's the question for you and for me. What are we missing out on by trying to stay in our comfort zones? For me today, I would have missed out on the adventure that you guys took in. I went out, I fished, I enjoyed it, I enjoyed my time, I enjoyed all of that, and yet I would have missed it all if I stayed in my comfort zone. And the reality is, if you want a life that's worth living, get out of comfort zones. Stop seeking comfort and start seeking the adventure that God's planned for you. Get out and enjoy life, but don't get out until you finish the video and that you like it and you subscribe to it, because that's important, right? So like, life is experienced out there, but not until after you finish the video and subscribe so that you'll watch the next one. Right. I know that I promised you that I would release the fish that I caught, and I'm going to. And you might be thinking, you know, man, we've got through the whole video, that guy lied. He never released those fish. Well, it's because I wanted to come home and show my wife, right? Every man wants to brag to his wife. Thank you again for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's content, like it. If you love today's content, subscribe. There's more to come. Here we go. Opening it up. I would love to be able to do it from small to big, but it's like putting my hand into a piranha tank. So that's not gonna happen. Here we go. Look at that. That's, lively. Fish number one. You like that? Not bad, right? Not a very good release. I apologize, fish lovers. You saw it. It wasn't intentional. It wasn't intentional how that happened. I'll take better care with the next ones. All right, next small little guy. Right? Small, see him? Let him go, nice. Off he goes. Another small guy. Come on, oh, come on, buddy. Oh, they're so lively. This is a good live well. I promised that wouldn't happen again. And then here it goes. They're so slimy and slippery. Yeah. And then the big one, the bruiser, the one I'm proud of. Put it on the wall. Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh, come on, baby. Please. Please. I know. Oh, I know. Shh. You're all right, says Steve Irwin. You're all right. All right, please. Don't thrash. Have a look at that. Come on, that's pretty big, right? Oohs and ahs. Give me an ooh, give me an ah. That's good, right? It's good. That's what it's all about. Fishing. Keeping it real. Oh man, that was a blast. Again, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the ride. I know I did. Peace out.